Hello everyone, it's Exoman. I'm about to do something really cool and I want to share this with you. I am about to have a very special treat that I enjoy that I haven't had this in quite a while. Pickled quail eggs. So I'm going to show you how I do this. First I'm going to hard boil the quail eggs. And I used to grow quail. I used to keep quail, and I had quail batteries and collected the eggs. I kept them as laying quail. And I don't have them on the farm any longer. So I got lucky and I found these in the store. And if you're lucky, you may have them in your store too. They're not real cheap, that's for sure. They're a little bit costly for eggs, but I really like this treat, so I splurged. And let's see, it's a product of the USA, which is good. These are grown here, and there's 3, 6, 9, 12. It's 15 per pack. So I'm going to do about 30 of these eggs. And first thing I'll show you is how I boil them, and I'll show you quickly the pickling process. And bon appetit, man. I think you'll really enjoy this if you like pickled things. So let's get going. Okay, so my water is rapidly boiling. I have enough water in the pot to cover my eggs, and we're just going to get these in there carefully without breaking them is the trick. Accomplish this. I think we can. I don't want them cooking at different rates, so I've got to move quickly here. All right, they're all in. I'll set my timer for 2 minutes. I'm going to cook them about 2.5 minutes. Everybody has a different theory on hard boiling quail eggs, anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes. Some people will cook them, start the water boiling with the eggs in the water, and put the eggs in after the water begins boiling, that is, and then take them off the heat and let them sit till the water is tepid, and that supposedly makes a really nice egg. But this is a lot quicker than waiting for the water to cool down. All right, and some people say that if an egg floats, it's a bad egg. That's not always true. It's a good theory, though. Let me tell you, when I raised quail some years back, I hatched them out myself in an incubator. And man, what a wonderful process that is to experience. And I kept the quail, as I said, in a quail battery, which is upright quail cages that have troughs where the eggs can roll down. And then after a while, I let all the quail free on my farm. I just let them out, turned them out, so that they could go into the woods and populate the area with quail, and that worked really nicely. And there were never quail there. Now here, years later, I hear them in the woods there around my farm. So that's a really nice. That's a nice experience. I want to quickly get the water out of this pot. I have one egg that burst in the boiling process, and so I'm going to enjoy that without pickling it. All right, so now what I'm going to do is take vinegar and soak the eggs in that. I'm just going to put this over the top of the eggs. It's just some white vinegar. So we're going to let them sit for about 3 hours. And you can see the exterior is already bubbling. Now you can see quite a bit of movement going on there and bubbling. Isn't that amazing to watch? Those are the bubbles bursting and causing the eggs to rotate as they lose balance with the bursting of the bubbles. And the bubbling is happening because the calcium in the egg shells is reacting with the acid in the vinegar. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is rinse them.
Yeah, they look dirty.
Isn't it amazing? So
It's crazy.
what's happening now is the shell is dissolved and it's just a membrane. Can you see me pushing that in? That's just a membrane. That's all that is. And we're just going to peel those off. So let's see. Let's go ahead and rinse those. Pretty nasty, huh?
Yeah, it's not pretty. It's pretty amazing how it just melts off the shell.
Yeah, isn't that something?
All right.
What you want to do is just pinch the pocket on the fat end. There's a little air pocket there, just kind of. Yeah, you got it. No, that's just membrane, you see.
That's really
When you
cool.
get good at this, you can move along pretty quickly. You can just throw those in the can there, or wherever. Isn't that awesome?
That is really neat. I love it.
This is a lot easier. That's a lot easier than. Let me see it. That is a lot easier than peeling shells off of these eggs.
A lot.
Because you tear the eggs up.
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
So let's get these all peeled and we'll pickle them.
Well, this one has a little bit of shell left.
How's it?
Kind of, a little bit, yeah.
Well, really, the shell is just rubber. It turns rubbery.
Yeah.
You didn't see any dissolved shell in there.
You can just see a little bit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh. That can't be good.
Ooh, there are quite a few of these.
Yeah. Hey, it takes a little while, but it's a treat that's well worth it. Yeah, it's a very, very enjoyable treat.
We're gonna make them pretty with beets.
One of my favorites. Yeah. We're gonna put a little chunk of beet in there. Pink them up a little bit.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, now I want to show you something interesting here. They have, in this packaging, they have scissors for the end of the quail egg. So you don't have to pinch it with your hand. Isn't that cool? Okay, so here we go. We're going to do half and half. There's a cup and a half of vinegar and a cup and a half of water. I'm using this old Bloody Mary mix jar. Okay, so that's way too much.
Too much water?
I didn't
too much liquid?
I didn't do my math, but I was making a 50-50 solution. We'll just use, that's okay. We'll just use that for extra. All right, now let's start popping those in the jar.
I think maybe I'll rinse them first.
I don't think it's necessary, but you can.
Don't have to be careful with them anymore.
All right, that's what I like is 50-50, vinegar and water.
Yeah.
And now, the nice lady in the bikini has brought me some organic beets. And we're going to chop those up and put those in for a little color. Now, some people like to grate the beets, but I like pickled beets.
Me too.
Don't you?
Love them.
Flowing down over the eggs.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that interesting?
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Beet blood, baby. All right, so now we're going to flavor them. Look at that. Let's see. I like to flavor when I do green beans. I like to keep my spaghetti jars, by the way. This is a ball jar, spaghetti top. But I flavor them with jalapenos and crushed red pepper and garlic and salt and pepper and things. But with the eggs, we're just going to do the beets.
Simple.
And some salt. And the vinegar and salt is going to be the main flavor. So about a teaspoon and a half of that Himalayan.
Teaspoon?
Yeah.
Half?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Measure.
A smidge.
Just put a smidge more for good measure. Okay. Now, let's see what that looks like. Is that not a wonderful presentation, people?
When can we eat them?
Not very soon.
No, how long?
Maybe
A
about
day?
4 days.
4 days?
Yeah. Yeah. With the beans, you wait 5 days.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll wait a few days and try one. Okay?
How long did it take for the shell to
3 hours.
go away?
Yeah.
3 hours.
Yeah.
That's pretty quick.
Yep. All right. Well, that's it for our little beet or
We'll show them to you before we eat them.
quail egg demonstration. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Pop them.